Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to our live show. It's Paige Clark here, and I'm joined by the wonderful, the amazing Ramon Ray here. Looks like we might be sharing our screen still, so maybe we can get that out of there. But in the meantime, we're just going to chat. We're going to be talking about IKON 2021. It's coming up here in like 15 days. A little bit more than that. First, we have PCon, then we have IKON, because we love our partners too, and we got to give them their own conference as well. And so we got a friend here from Brazil. Let us know where you're watching from, no matter what platform you're on right now. Ask questions. Ramon Ray is going to be spilling his genius. And IKON, keep.com/IKON, that's IKON, because we like to spell things a little bit differently over here. And you can get your tickets. Tickets are now on sale, and it's virtual and in person. And it starts November 3rd through the 5th. I should probably say the date. Wouldn't that be helpful?
That would be helpful. Hey, people will figure it out, though. You're doing a great job. And I think I'm excited to be here just to learn from you, Paige, and the time we have, and learn from everybody here. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So I don't have your entire bio up in front of me right now, but when we were talking a little bit before the show, you're like, I do this, and I do this, and I do this. Tell the world, tell the audience all the amazing things that you do.
Sure. I have it written down, so let me get my book, which says about it. Let me do that here. No. Another IKON speaker. I pulled his book, had to go. But I'm Ramon Ray. Small business expert is what the industry people call me. But the bottom line is we dispense a ton of information, articles, insights, reviews, events to small businesses all over the place, and high IG audience as well. And I've been in business for over 20 years, started 4 companies, sold 2 companies, got fired from the United Nations, graduated of the FBI Citizens Academy. But the bottom line, at smarthustle.com, we educate and inspire small business owners to start and grow successful businesses. And I am deliriously excited to speak at IKON.
This is so exciting. And IKON is, right now it's just for Keep customers. So if you're not a Keep customer, what are you waiting for, first and foremost? And second of all, if you are a Keep customer and you're watching this, we can't wait to see you at IKON. It's going to be so much fun. And we talked last week with Laurel Langmeyer, one of our other main stage speakers. We talked a few months ago to all the breakout speakers. Let me tell you guys, there's so much genius pouring out of these people. I can't even handle it.
Are you guys going to hand out seat belts for everybody so we can strap in, or we don't need the seat belts?
I mean, we need the seatbelts. I think so. Socially distanced seats for seatbelts.
That'll work.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I mean, hey, if you're at IKON, stop by my booth, because I might have some exclusive swag for the people there. We'll be there at the social media booth. Are you pulling out some swag right now? What are you showing off there? That Keep hat. Look at that. It's messing up your contrast a little bit, but it's looking good. It's looking good over there. So Ramon, why small businesses?
Yeah, small businesses, I think, listen, everybody says it. They're the lifeblood of the economy, but it's not a quote moment. It's serious. You have very, very large companies, which we appreciate and like, whether they're big billion-dollar companies like a Walmart or Amazon, or smaller, large companies like Keep. We need companies like that as well. But the other half of the equation, imagine being on a seesaw, and the other half got off. That'd be a jacked up seesaw. So the other half of the economy, give or take, are small business owners. And there's millions of us all over the place, from your dry cleaner to your mechanic, to your plumber, to your lawyer, to your accountant, to your doctor, to your street cleaner, to your painter, to whatever you want to call it. So we power America. We power the world, for that matter. So I think it's amazing that you have a great company like Keep that is producing an event like IKON to help small businesses grow. And of course, we know the mantra that Keep's been touting for years, right? To attract new customers, to nurture them to a sale, and to wow them with great customer experience so they can buy again and again. So for me, that's why IKON's important. I think that's why small business, we need help. We're not a large company like, Facebook went down some days ago, and I think the whole world It just paused.
Yep.
So it felt like that at least. But I think that's why small business, we need help, but we do have the creativity, the ideas, the ingenuity, the passion, to keep going through it, a little different than larger companies do. So if that's helpful, that's why small business.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And I mean, I work at Keep, so like by default, I love small businesses.
Yes.
But even more than that, I do love small businesses because what you're saying is that it's the lifeblood of the economy. It has the ability to change families, to change communities, to change, generations after you. It really does. There's like economic studies on it. One of my favorite books is all about how, you want to alleviate poverty, start a business in a community, right? Like it's a jump from A to Z, but it's there. So I absolutely agree with everything that you're saying. And just as a reminder, submit your questions. I'm looking on Instagram right now. It doesn't look like we have any questions, but quite a few people joining, waving, saying hi. Let us know where you're watching from. We're also on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you got to go to one place or the other, to watch.
Can I give some shout outs, Paige? Is that okay? Can I give some shout outs?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Cameron, to Aguirre, looks like, or Colin. Shout out to Damon. Shout out to so many are here. Glenn joined too from Breakfast with Champions. TM Oliver and so many have joined as well. But let me stop hitting the buttons before I end the live stream. So I just wanted to shout out those who are joining.
I will say one time when I was waving to people, it flipped the camera on me. I was actually using the back camera, flipped the camera on me for a hot second. I was like, ooh, that's not pretty.
You mortified? Like, was there somebody or something on the other side? Like, you're like,
no, it was me on the other side.
Oh, I see, that way. Okay, got it. That you meant you were, flipping that way. That's
equally as mortifying.
Got it.
So those who are attending IKON, what can they expect?
Sure. There's a few things. I'm going to give a preview to what I'm going to talk about at IKON. And if you haven't registered yet, well, I guess we wouldn't be here if it was too late. So it's not too late to sign up for Keeps IKON event, amazing event, all about growing your business, slanted towards all things marketing. But I don't know. Again, Paige, she's done this show many times. I'm newer here, but maybe they'll talk about leadership. I'm just giving a personal favorite of mine. I love when Clayton and other leaders talk about leadership and things like purpose, values, missions. However, Paige, by the way, I get sidetracked very easily. So feel free to clap or ring a bell, say, Ramon, come back, just pull me back as well anytime. But
keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay.
I love
so
it.
What are we going to talk about? The foundation of what I'm going to talk about is this mantra, what I call of being the celebrity CEO of your marketplace. What's the celebrity CEO of your marketplace? And that's about two main things. One, ask for a smile before you ask for a sale. As my friend John Jantz says, and congratulations to his new book called Marketing Engine, just came out a few days ago, John Jantz. It's about building the know, like, and trust factor of the people you're working with, the people you're serving. So then you earn the right to sell them something. That's the short of it. So ask for a smile before you ask for a sale. And the other main principle, which I'm going to talk about, guide people through, is the aspect of build a community of fans that you nurture to buy from you. Similar principles, but said different ways. So that's the principle of what it means to be the celebrity CEO of your marketplace. And a lot of that, especially in 2021, as we go into 2022, is using content and fairness. So we're going to talk about content, but like you've never heard it before. And the lastly, Paige, the third thing I touch on. Nah, you got to be there to hear it. I'm not going to even tell you. You got to be there live at IKON. I'm going to stop right there.
We'll be on that cliff. We're hanging from that cliff right now. We're hanging from that cliff until November 3rd through the 5th. Keep.com/IKON to get your tickets. All that sounds so great. And it sounds, tell me if I'm wrong, but it sounds a little bit like life cycle marketing and what we teach over here at Keep about, creating fans, selling to people who you love. I will also say, though, that first principle I am so guilty of. If I'm having a bad experience with a company, I'm not buying from them. I'm going to buy from people who give good experiences.
That's right. It's like our relationships too, isn't it? I mean, you usually want to stay attached to the one you're attached to, especially in marriage. But meaning, metaphorically speaking, okay, this wasn't such a great experience. See ya. I mean, It's as simple matter as that. And I think for small business owners, Paige, I find the challenge, though, is the aspect of we are small businesses. There's a limited amount of things we can do. I say always there's 4 things to build a successful business. You have to be a great leader. which is all about the purpose, values, missions, you're hiring, your team, things like that. You have to get the finances right? You have to make sure you have good cash flow, as my other friend Mike McAllowitz says. So we can tag him too in his book, Profit First, and other books he's written, focus on the profit. 3, then you have your operations and fulfillment. But then 4th, which we're going to focus on our IKON, is that marketing stack page. So you're right. I mean, that's the what I like about Keep is it's not just the software, which is one of the best softwares on earth, but it's also the delivery system. And I think I call it Attract, Sell, Wow. It's drilled into my mind, but I think it's a little different what they call it at Keep in-house. But I'm excited. At IKON, November 3rd to the 5th, I hope people sign up, buy their ticket. And you know what? Maybe I'll bring a ton of my books, and everybody who says, like, Ramon, I heard you on this live stream, I bought a ticket because of you, I'll like give them a free fist bump and a free book.
And I got swag for them too. So if you guys say that it's some cool swag. So, I mean, they're doing a great job with the events, but like, let's be real, the social team has the best swag. But I absolutely love it. What you're saying. And one thing too that I wanted you to maybe expand on too is creating, giving those people delight and your leads delight before you actually sell them. One thing that I am so incredibly passionate about is like when you try to save a customer and you try to reel them back in and then you're giving them a discount. Like, where was that delight all along for their whole loyalty?
That's true.
What do you have to say about that?
I think you're so right. I mean, oftentimes we're like, Paige, say something. Go like this to me, Paige. Go, I'm leaving Ramon.
I'm leaving you.
No, Paige, please stay here, Paige. Stay, Paige. I'll clean it. I'll have it better. Paige, baby, don't leave. I'll smile more often, Paige. I'll give you better. As you just said, why didn't I do that at the jump? So I think, Paige, you're so right. And I think if we have the best experience we can give, even for us very small businesses, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but the best experience we can give, even part of it, just having a smile, being appreciative, saying thank you. That's some of the best ways we can do for small business owners. And hey, IG, I haven't forgotten about y'all. So thank you all for being here too. But
throw in your questions, IG. Let's see those questions come in.
And you know what?
I'm not seeing any.
Whoever on IG, if you put a question, I know you guys are busy feeding your kids, you're working, you're listening to me and Paige, you're being a little entertained and learning about IKON, icon.keep.com.
Keep.com/icon.
Keep.com/icon. Keep.com/icon. Keep.com/icon. Keep.com/icon. But I encourage whoever puts a question in, no matter where you are in the world, I don't care where you're in the world, I will package up and send you my own little surprise. So if you put a question in there, I will package it up because I want to answer somebody's question live on IG.
Yeah.
It'll be one of my first times doing it. I do a lot of content, as you know, Paige, a lot, but I'm not live so much, Indeed. But anyways, but you're right. The customer experience is everything. And I think that I'm excited because, many people talk about the top of funnel. Many people talk about the selling part of it, which is important. But I think that third thing, which I like about that strategy of Attract, Sell, Wow, that third part of delighting and wowing before the sale, but even after the sale, because as we know, the stats show, but it's true, Paige, right? Is that it costs so much more. Paige doesn't know me. I'm trying to sell her. But once Paige bought from me and she already knows me, it's easier. I just got to do the right thing for her to buy from me again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you're always going to have those negative Nancys in the world, but just make sure you're attracting the right people in and for your business, and it's going to work out great. And it's just one of the things. I'm glad you hit on that, Ramon, because that's one of the things that like kind of sticks to me about like if you tell your sneak peek, if you tell your insurance company you're going to leave them, see what they offer you back. Same with your phone
credit
service.
card companies. Yes.
See what they'll offer you back and they'll give you something. Try it, like have it be your little own experiment. But I think one of the things too that a lot of small businesses kind of get stuck in is like, okay, that stuff might be nice for like the Verizons of the world or the Disneys of the world, but it's really attainable for small businesses. They just need a little bit of help in their tech stack and a little bit of strategy, and they would be good to go.
Yes, exactly right. And I think you're right about that aspect of the tech stack is that part of it, assuming we all want to be nice. We all want to deliver a good customer experience, but oftentimes it's hard to remember. If I just have 2 clients, it's easy. In fact, Paige, I'll tell you a secret. I only have 1 wife and it's hard to remember. So imagine if you have 1,000 customers, 500 customers, 50, but combining what we want to do with these systems, and then having a system like Keep, which can help keep it all in order to ping you, remind you, hey, it's time to do this. That's kind of the perfect blend. And I know we're going to talk about that and more at ikonkeep.com/icon, keep.com/icon. And we want more. Here's this page. You ready for it? We want more positive pages. You like that?
Yeah, and I love it. And I just want all the small businesses out there on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, everywhere you're watching, just to know that this is attainable.
Yes.
Like doing these things for your customers, growing, and then, you know, it's not just about the return on the investment of doing these things for your customers, are customers who refer you, who review you, who keep buying from you. And then that, I mean, the return on investment is right there. It's written out. It's in the stars.
That's exactly right. It is. And you're right, because some people, I can hear, do you hear that, Paige? I can hear people listening to us right now saying, what's the ROI? They bought from me. I don't owe them more. Stop that. The ROI is huge. Once people have bought from you before, just asking for a smile, as I call, you know, that's a big deal with me, the smile, the feeling, right? How you make people feel. Maya Angelou said that. I think I may get the quote wrong, but something like, it's not what you say, it's how you make people feel. It's about the experience. Even Folgers knew that, right? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. So it's the experience, it's the experience. And you're right, though, Disney and other companies do this very well. But my challenge and my hope is to all small businesses can do that as well. And people are still joining us. Cheney joined. What's up, Spin Doctor? Good to see you here, brother. And so many others are here as well. So I think you're right. I mean, if people join and get excited about IKON, I'll be there. So many other exciting speakers will be there. And we're going to pour into you. You're going to have a good time.
Yes. I mean, the lineup that we have this year is absolutely incredible. Whether you can attend in person here in Scottsdale or Arizona or online, the online experience, you guys, I have never experienced an online conference, virtual conference, like what we have set up for you.
Wow.
Like, let me tell you, they're setting you guys up there's going to even be virtual networking. So, I mean, you're like, oh, the only purpose of like a conference besides listening to all the awesome people is the networking. Guess what? We have that for you too if you attend virtually. It's November 3rd through the 5th. And then you also get the recordings. So you can rewatch all of this when you're stuck talking to all the awesome people who will be there, and where we might be previewing some product stuff too.
And Keep was like on fire. Keep has always been great, a legacy of many, many years. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So Keep's always been awesome. But I think over the refresh, I'll call it that, let me just stay on point here, is that it's always getting better and better. And I'm curious, Paige, you don't have to answer it. Let's leave people in suspense. But as a speaker on main stage, is it going to be like a big Tony Robbins event where like I can go like this to the speakers on the side, then maybe Ducey will hook up and live while I'm talking to those in person? Can I talk to those here? Don't answer it in case the answer is no. But it could be something cool like that.
I mean, I could get the video, our video production team to like zoom in. I don't know if you're gonna have like some side cams, but like this, we can probably make happen.
Well, I know people,
and if not, Ramon, I expect you to run down the main aisle to the back cam and grab it.
You know it. Or we'll just live stream just my session. Like other speakers will say, sorry, you're not Ramon, so we didn't do it. But we'll have the people we know, names with an M and a D in their name who are like watching now. We'll have them hook up some genius stuff,
Yeah, it's awesome. So the recordings are available, but in person is awesome. Virtual is also awesome. And I can't wait to see the whole spiel, the whole thing that you have prepared for us. And so this is how I've been liking to wrap up our live shows, because it's October, in case you didn't know. I'm still writing 2020 on my paperwork and everything. It's still 2020 in my mind, but it's October of 2021, which means that our businesses, our small businesses, our entrepreneurs out there have 2.5 more months. But if you subtract holiday weeks and maybe your kids have some vacations, you really got 2 solid months of work left. What's the one piece of advice you have for entrepreneurs to finish strong?
Wow. That's a huge question, but I think my one piece of advice is forget what happened back there, focus on forward, and aim to do as best you can.
I love it. Look forward. Look forward. And I know a lot of people are like naysayers who are like, you can restart anytime. I'm basic in the fact that I love like New Year's goals. I think they're great. Why not? Don't let anyone tell you no.
Exactly.
Keep moving forward, set your eyes forward. And I think that's absolutely great. So thank you, Ramon, so much for joining us. We can't wait to hear more from you at IKON 2021, November 3rd through the 5th. And it's going to be online, in person, if you can't make it down here, but we'd love to see you here. We'd love to see you on the virtual platform as well. And I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
Paige, thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here. And I hope people go to keep.com/icon. I'm Ramon Ray, one of the many speakers who'll be pouring into you all. Paige, you're doing a fantastic job. And thank you, Keep. Can't wait to see everybody at IKON.